Welcome back to Eliances Heroes, where heroes in business align. To be part of our super community and find out more about Eliances, visit www.Eliances.com. Now, back to our super host, David Kogan, founder of Eliances.
Oh, that's right. I know everybody's learning so much. I mean, we started off this morning with Mr. Hawaii, James Kawai Inui. Then we had the youngest entrepreneur we ever had on the show, 7 years old, Neva Reckler. You can reach her at nevareckler.com. And we just had the co-founder of kayak.com, sells his business for over $2 billion and starts another company and another company and another company. So it just keeps getting better and better and better. And I mean, the things that we're learning from our heroes, well, they help motivate us. And one thing I got to tell you that everyone seems to really have in common is being so passionate about what they're doing. And with that, let's talk about our next hero. When was the last time you had a headache, backache, or some other muscle problem? And how did you treat it? Well, if you like to use topical pain instead of using a pill, you've likely heard of Salonpas. Believe it or not, we have the president of, and the CEO, the president of Hisamitsu America Corporation, which is the creators, distributors of Salonpas, and you could reach our CEO, John Incledon, at salonpas.us. Let me spell that out, SALONPAS.us. So, John, how did you get involved with the company? And then talk to us about how influential is Salonpas in the industry.
Well, first of all, good morning, David, and thank you very much for having me this morning. Given the just a list of people that have been on the show earlier today, I'm very flattered just to be here. I got involved with the company, so our company actually is celebrating its 170th year in business this year. In fact, on May 18th, the company has declared that Global Salonpas Day, and we have a range of events that we'll be featuring in New York City that day. But our company's been in the United States since 1989, and from that time till about 2010, the company was managed by corporate expatriates, so folks that were very talented in their own right and had generated a lot of success in Japan were located here in the United States to try to get the business off the ground. Now, my predecessors did a very good job, but I think the company realized that they reached a point where they needed somebody with more U.S.-based experience. So I had some 25 years of experience across what is now Pfizer, but also with the precursor companies like American Home Products and American Cyanamid Company. So I've been here since 2010. And during that time, we have seen tremendous growth in this business, and we're very excited about what we've achieved, but we're even more excited about what the future holds.
Like, John, when you go to the grocery stores or you go to the all these various stores, Walgreens, I'm sure it's everywhere, and like you see your product on the shelf, do you just like smile and go, "This is really cool"?
Well, I do a couple things. I take a little time for a smile, but I'm also trying to figure out, is that the best place on the shelf for the product? Will consumers find it? Is it visible? Do we have sufficient stock? But yes, absolutely. I think it's important that you reflect on your success. Gosh knows how hard everybody works and tries to meet their various objectives. So it is wise, I think, on occasion to take pause and say, wow, you know what? We've done fairly well.
Because you're the president of Hisamitsu, I mean, that of America, that's a large corporation. So let's talk about now, Salonpas is one of the top brands globally used as a topical patch. What is it most commonly used for?
Back pain is probably the most treated ailment, but the ailment that's least likely to be treated successfully. It is very, very difficult to successfully treat back pain. And whether you're using a systemic drug, whether you're using acupuncture, herbal medicines, TENS devices, it is very difficult. Our track record with back pain has been very solid, though. We you have different mechanisms of action across the range of pain management options one can buy. And the beauty about topicals is that they don't work systemically. They work locally. So our products are intended to generate a significantly increased level of blood flow right to the site of pain. And that starts to move the pain out and begin the healing process. We also now have just introduced this year a topical pain patch that works with an entirely different mechanism of action, that of an anesthetic. We introduced a lidocaine product here in the United States late last year, and it has done just fabulously.
And tell me what people use that for.
Well, that's basically for nerve damaged or aggravated nerve-related pain. So if you have deep muscle pain, you want to go with our counter-irritant or topical NSAID-based products. If your pain tends to be driven by tingling or it tends to be driven more at the topical level of the muscle, then you want to use our lidocaine-based product. And again, that works as an anesthetic.
Got it. Wow. Well, you're listening to Eliances Heroes with me, David Kogan. Be a hero. Go to where entrepreneurs align and be part of the community. We have a number of incredible experiences. You can go to Eliances.com. That's ELIANCES.com. And heck, you may even have the opportunity to meet John at one of our many experiences because he is the CEO and president of Hisamitsu America Corporation. You can reach him by going to salonpas.us. That's SALONPAS.us. John Incledon. Now, John, we're getting some messaging here too, and some of our listeners, they want to know what's been so successful with the Salonpas, and what have you done to really continue to build that brand?
Well, David, we take an approach that stays very focused and very close to our consumers, and that's certainly the marketing concept we would learn about in a business school, but the Japanese practice that in a similar but even deeper way. There's a concept in Japan called Kaizen, and Kaizen is this notion of continuous improvement. And as we've been in business for 170 years, we've really had a front row seat to the changing needs of consumers. And, consumers actually can be quite vocal and quite communicative, especially in today's digital world. We have our 1-800 numbers on all of our packaging so consumers can reach us with good news, with concerns, with issues, with general questions about product use. And we also complement that with our own market research. So we stay very close to the feedback that we're getting, and we aggregate that information. Is the product delivering on all the key dimensions that consumers want? And we aggregate that information, and we're doing it not just in the United States, but we market the product in some 50 countries around the world. And our R&D group in Japan basically takes the modalities where we need improvement and will update and improve the product. And that really is something that there's a devotion to within the Japanese marketplace and the Japanese method of doing business. So the concept is called Kaizen. Let me just share for a second how we put that into practice. The original product that we introduced in the United States in 1989, and at the time our retail business was maybe $10 or $12 million. And as I said, Japanese management was here up through 2010, and they were trying to secure distribution and doing a certain level of advertising, minimal, what was affordable. Mm-hmm. But they were collecting data about things about how the product was performing, and it was becoming apparent that consumers wanted a patch that was a little bit bigger. There was some concern about the adhesion levels. There was concern about the medicine that was within the product and the content and what it was doing. So we actually went, and by the way, those items that we originally launched here became the 2 top-selling items in the entire category, not just as a patch, but also as a cream or a gel or a roll-on. So when you think of topical analgesics in all the forms, these were the 2 top dollar-selling SKUs. Wow. And much like Apple, every year now comes out with a new innovation
Right.
and kind of discontinues the older Apple iPhone, we went ahead and discontinued proactively the 2 top-selling items in the category and replaced it with a new and improved product.
Wow.
And we did this beginning in 2015.
That's great.
And our business results, I'm pleased to tell you that our business this year at retail will exceed $100 million.
Fantastic. Well, John, I got to ask you, we got time for just a little under a minute for one more question. And our famous producer, Glue, here from LoopyDocs.com, found this, so I got to ask you. Now, you are an Eagle Scout. What did you learn from being an Eagle Scout that has helped you in the business world be so successful?
Well, that's probably my proudest accomplishment, to be honest. But I try to stay very close to the Scout laws: trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. Those words have real meaning, and they're very important to me. And when you go up the ranks of scouting, each of those really does take on deep meaning and what they really are all about. So, I'm very, very proud of that.
Fantastic. Well, John, you help people remove the pain from their lives in a safe way and bring products that give an option to your customers. John Incledon, you can reach him at salonpas.us, salonpas.us. And again, this is David Kogan with Eliances, another incredible morning with our heroes.
You have been listening to Eliances Heroes, where heroes in business align. Eliances is the destination for entrepreneurs, investors, CEOs, inventors, leaders, celebrities, and startups. To present your superpower, visit www.Eliances.com. To unmask Eliances heroes' secret identities, be sure to tune in every Thursday at 9 a.m. right here on Money Radio 1510 and 105.3 FM.